Hi, my name is Samuel Wexler and welcome to my channel. I am a passionate being with a lot of love and a sincere desire to make this world a better place. My goal with this channel is to be completely honest. I want to express myself in whatever way feels authentic, in whatever form feels authentic at the time, whether it be through speaking or through music or through motion. Whether it be very serious or very silly, I just want to express authentically through this channel. I'm a classically trained violinist, and I do a lot of improvisational playing these days, so that's definitely one of my most natural forms of expression. I instruct yoga and martial arts as well, so you may see some of those elements coming through, but underneath it all, whatever the form of expression is, what I'm really wanting to tap into is universal concepts that come up in my mind all the time, that I see, this relating to this area of life, things that span all across the board that are constantly coming in my mind, the connections I'm seeing, and I'm wanting to express them. I'm wanting to get them out of my head and into a cohesive video, into some cohesive writing, one for me, so that I kind of have a concise document of these things, kind of a journal, but also because I really believe that anything shared from the depths of the heart is going to be of value to others. So I hope that what I'm sharing here is going to be of service to you. I really believe that we can heal our world, and the only way I know to start going about that is to share ideas that I found to be helpful for me in my personal journey of self-exploration and self-healing. I have no desire to create any image for myself. I want you to see me exactly as I truly am. It's my goal to be totally authentic throughout my life. So that means when I get in front of the camera, I'm going to try to be as authentic as possible with you. When I sit down to write, I'm going to try to be as authentic as possible. I don't want to try to project a persona of false greatness to you. And also, almost more challenging, I don't want to downplay true intrinsic greatness when it's flowing through me. I want to be equally open to displaying divine brilliance and humbling, nitty-gritty humanity. I'm not interested with stepping into a box of what I think a normal, cool, down-to-earth Samuel looks like. Over the past couple years, I've been experiencing some unbelievable explosions of consciousness within me. Shifts of consciousness so radical that I can't even believe that what I'm experiencing is possible to experience in real life, but I'm experiencing them. And I have to be honest, integrating these experiences into my everyday life has been challenging, it's been confusing, it's been a struggle. If you resonate with what I'm saying here, great. I might share more about that in the future. If what I've just said here makes no sense to you whatsoever, and you don't connect with it, it sounds absurd, that's totally fine too. And that doesn't really have any bearing on the relevance of what I want to share with you. My goal is to provide content that's valuable and stimulating and accessible, and that doesn't require you to believe anything I'm saying in order to find it worth your consideration. I'm a very analytical person, and for a long time I was very skeptical of anything that wasn't studied and supported by science. I trusted logic and my mind alone to navigate me through this life. But as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that there are a lot of aspects of this existence that science has only barely begun to recognize, barely begun to explore. So therefore I think it's really important to find a balance between the analytical scientific mind and personal, intuitive exploration of perception. I understand that my experience is simply my experience, that my perception is just my perception, and that everyone has different experience, and that many things in life are very subjective. Because of this, I'm going to do my best to provide factual information with sources when it's going to be of assistance to the discussion that we're having, and also to be very clear with you when I'm presenting something that's subjective and that I want your opinion on, that I want your discussion about, so that we can kind of collectively help to gain more perspective on these issues. A lot of what I feel inspired to talk about is what I would call universal concepts. Because they're universal concepts, they're really not original to anyone, but the way they occur to us are original. So I may say some things that remind you of something else you've heard. I'm not claiming to be totally original. What I'm claiming is that everything I'm presenting, I personally resonate with me. And the way it's occurred to me is totally original. And I'm going to do my best to present it in the way that is as authentic to me as possible. So that's the most condensed, honest story I can give you. It's as true as I can make it, but it's also important to realize it's just a story. When I'm completely honest with myself, when I look in the mirror and ignore what I'm used to looking for and actually look in my eyes, I realize that I don't have any idea who I really am, where I came from, why I'm here, what any of this is. I just know that I feel inspired. And so that must mean that my job is to express that inspiration to the best of my ability right now. So I invite you to join me on that. I invite you to dig a little deeper with me. I invite you to play and invite you to share and I invite you to discuss. I invite you to go down this rabbit hole with me as we explore what all of this really is. Much love and thank you for your time. Over the past couple years, I've been experiencing some unbelievable